Hello YouTube, my name is Bakhari, I'm sure many of you know, and we're going to be trying a different style of video today where I actually do a little bit of talking. And today we're going to be looking at the two different versions of MuseScore, the big talk of the town, MuseScore 3 and MuseScore 4. As a user of MuseScore for like almost 7 years now, I can say that MuseScore 4 is probably the biggest update that MuseScore has ever done, and the new sound fonts that they have is crazy. Like, I really love the brass is my favorite, but like the woodwinds, the strings, and all of the percussion is just amazing. But as you're going to see, there are a lot of benefits and drawbacks through using the new sound fonts versus the old ones. And it might just be a me thing, honestly, because um, you look at the old ones and they sound like robots. Like, for example, if we take the brass from MuseScore 3, it'll sound like this. You get the idea. And then here's the brass in MuseScore 4. Ignore all the lag. That's my computer. As you could hear, the MuseScore 4 sound fonts are like 20 times better than the MuseScore 3 sound fonts. And I won't disagree, but there are definitely some drawbacks that MuseScore 4 I think is going to work on in the future to try and fix. I'll go over them later in the video as we look at the differences and I play both playbacks through, but I want to see if you can hear some of them first. So we're going to start with MuseScore 3. I already have the video pre-saved, so I'll just be back when that's done. Yep, so there's that. I hope you enjoyed it. I forgot to mention, but there's like very common like Muse score ish errors that I make when I'm writing just for the listener and not for the viewer. And it's like stuff like you see a bunch of times signature changes, which if you just look at it, you can assume that that's like a retardando. And then if I want to bring out a certain section in the orchestra, then I'll just have them play fortissimo and add accents. Anyway, I have like much more things to talk about with the kind of like analysis of this, but let's look at the MuseScore 4 and see if it sounds better or how much better it sounds. Yep, so there you go. Yeah, you can't really get better than this little last section I have here with the horns and the brass and the orchestra. It just sounds absolutely amazing. But you'll still notice, like, there's still the little retardando thing that I have here going on. And, oh, I forgot to say, but I added, like, a little bit more of percussion just to kind of, I don't know, spice up things a little bit. You could definitely tell that this is a little more of a finer copy, but there's still a lot of like writing errors that I do know about. So, one thing about MuseScore 4 is that like I like how a lot of the sections it blends together because of like this like stock reverb that they have for the sound fonts. In some cases, it's not as good, like for example in the trumpet melody a lot of like the double tonguing stuff is not really that pronounced. I actually don't know if someone could actually play this melody. You would probably have to get like a really like professional player to do it, but it's just for the computer to play at this point. So the melody seems to be a little strained in MuseScore 4 as opposed to MuseScore 3. And that could also be because I'm pretty sure that these were recorded by live musicians. But in MuseScore 3, it's a computer playing it, so the computer can play anything. You can just randomly put in, I don't know, whatever note you want on trumpet, and it'll still play it. Like, I'm not saying these aren't playable, but I don't know. That's how MuseScore 3 is. So, a thing that I like to do, since my computer is like, it's like a gaming laptop, but it's kind of more low end. So, what I like to do is I'll just make the whole score that I'm working on in MuseScore 3 just because it's more smoother. And then I'll copy and paste it or like just slap it into MuseScore 4 and then export it, or I'll make like I'll edit little things, like for example like the dynamics, and then I'll just export it and see how it sounds. And that usually helps me a lot, but I don't think I want to do that in the future. I want to be able to just work in one app and have that luxury. So, but these are the kind of things that I have to worry about using MuseScore 3. Um, even though I am a 7-year member, I think I will be making the transition soon to a different program because I am studying at USC, and I think they would definitely want me to not use MuseScore, unfortunately. But I think I'll still use MuseScore when I get the chance because I think it's a great app and it's free, and you should definitely get it if you're scoring and you're trying to just start it out. And I love like the social media like interface kind of the whatever this is. I don't know what it's called. Like it's like a social media thing. I enjoy I like this social media aspect to MuseScore where you can see a lot of other people's scores. And what the heck? Anyway, what the heck? Whatever. Um that has to be definitely one of my favorite parts about MuseScore. But I think it's a great app to have. And I think even though I may switch, I might want to still post on MuseScore and use it when, I guess I get tired of the other apps. So, I mean, that's it for me. That's it for the video. I hope it wasn't too boring. And let me know if I should post more things like this. And thanks for watching.